Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is a read for you and that other person. That other person could be a significant other, it could be a person of interest, it could even be a friend or family member, so do note that, okay? Now a lot of you have been telling me that it resonates with a certain situation, so if that is the case, which happens a lot of the time, so if you're not actually involved in someone or have a person of interest on your mind as you're coming to my channel here, then it could be a situation, you and perhaps the other side, and maybe it's a dilemma that you're in or a particular situation of some sort. Okay, so just note that. Now, is this going to be a general read? And that goes without saying. So if you're looking for a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, then go to theguidedintuitive.com up there and we'll go ahead and get you started. Okay, all right. Thank you all who have been ordering the Beyond the Read sessions that take it a step further beyond the read. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Those of you that have been purchasing have been eradicating those limiting beliefs and negative emotions that are standing in the way on your hero's journey, because we're all there at some way, at some point on that hero's journey there, right? So do note that. And also, for those of you that are looking for something a little bit deeper, and maybe you're just not sure what you would actually need, feel free to book a strategic discovery session with me up above here. You're going to see the link there, and we'll see maybe what is best for you, all right? It's really based upon what you're experiencing, what's going on, but the whole thing for me to do is to get the accountability there, get the solution there, have you moving forward much freer, much lighter, and be able to focus on the life that you truly desire. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see what's in store for you here. All right, so we're using a plethora of cards. Let's go ahead and start with the first one and see what wants to come through for you here. All right, well, this obviously wanted to jump out. What is this here? The moon. So Aquarius, some things might still be hidden at this particular time. Now this is going to be for you. Now there might be, it's a major arcana card, right? So it could be that there is some sort of fear, there perhaps is some sort of illusion that might be standing in the way of a certain situation or a certain thing. It could be a certain person or a certain situation, okay? So that's what's coming into play over here, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else wants to come through for you over here. Wow, I think you're just getting rid of some sort of ending, and now you have an opportunity to move forward. I say fear not this. This is actually the end, and you're able to turn onto a brand new page. This is the Ten of Swords. It could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or this could be just your energy that you happen to be taking on. So there was some sort of illusion of something. An ending came into play. Let's see what else wants to come through right after that. Okay, so now you're kind of juggling a little bit, balancing your emotions, balancing your finances of some sort right now, and trying to find your own stability, all right? Now, that may resonate for some of you, so note your comments below, but that's what I see. Maybe there was a situation, a love situation, a work situation, something that came into play that left you really in, kind of unstable, okay? That really left you to the dark night of the soul, and now it's found you balancing out your finances and your life all over again, okay? So that's what I see kind of coming through here. What about for this other person on this other side? Let's see what that is. Let's see what wants to come through here. Wow, we've got the King of Swords. Again, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But what I see from here is this is a actual person of authority. This is a person that is actually very clear thinking. This person actually is very intellectual, okay? And that's how they work in terms of their relationships. So it could be that you might be dealing with a fellow air sign or someone that is taking on this type of energy. Let's see what else wants to come through. Anything else here? Yeah, they want a new beginning with you, I think. They've seen some, they've really seen some progress in the past, and they're really looking for the opportunity. It's like, gosh, there's so much potential here, and they're looking for this new beginning with you. And I really, truly see that, guys. Pages are all about messages, and so when I see the wand, this is really just coming up to me and saying that, hey, there is some sort of discovery that they have in you. There's some sort of enthusiasm or that they have towards you, and they see the opportunity. Let's see what else it wants to come through here for you here. King of Wands, another king. This is authority. This is actually dealing with a visionary or entrepreneur. Now, this might be you. on this side over here that's stepping in, or this could be them that have actually become an entrepreneur of their own. They carry their own authority. It also could be, yeah, you've got like the King of Wands, which is this fire energy. It could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You might have it in your chart, or this other person could have that in their chart. But I really see that they are, they've got that fire energy, right? And so it could be a couple people that are involved here. So let's see what else wants to come through here, okay? I want to use these other cards over here. Let's go back to you over here, that you're balancing your energy a little bit, you know, based upon what you have actually gone through. Let's see what else wants to come through. Let's see here. Unity. Wow. So what this is telling me is that the fact that you want to bring it together, you actually want to come together with this person, and you want this wonderful new beginning, but you want fairness, you want justice, you want unity, you know, in the whole situation. So it's a woman that, it could be male or female, it doesn't matter, but she's focusing on gathering, you know, kind of the globe there, and standing right in front of there, and she's really just focusing on you know, coming together, right? Coming together as it pertains to, you know, the universe. It's like, you know, seeing their own worth, but also seeing the values of others in a current situation, or whatever that may be. It could be as it relates to a partnership. And what's happening is that you, Aquarius, you're accepting to refuse anything less than equal footing. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing coming into place. It's like, here's this balance here, right? You want balancing, you're just balancing yourself at all different levels of your life, and that's what I see coming through here, right? It's like, you know, in your world of the fairness and humanity, is that you really like to see things all equal, okay? And I think that's really admirable. But this is saying is that empowerment is a better strategy that you feel than seeking power, than one having power over the other in a relationship, in a work situation, or whatever situation, you know, is at hand. And that's what I'm seeing coming through there. So you really want unity. You want people to come together. You want people to work together, right? And you want, whether it's in a partnership or whether it's in a work situation, whatever that case may be, that's what you're striving for, you know, in this situation. So that's what I see coming through. Anything else that wants to come through here for you? Let's see what else that might look like. Discernment. This is really making a cognizant and a choice that makes the best sense to you. Now, this could relate to a relationship, getting involved in a relationship, continuing a relationship, or, you know, in terms of when you're negotiating things or in a situation, right? Having discernment of the people that are around you, the things that you feed, your body, mind, and soul, okay? Having discernment for those choices, even about the food that you put into your body, Aqua, that is also the same thing as well too. It is all really important that you're making discerning decisions in the process, decisions, because you know that that affects you on a cellular level. You know that overall that all goes into your well-being. So whether the films that you're watching, movies that you're watching, the things that you do, the people that are around you, right, that you're allowing around you, to the best of your ability, you want those people that are supporting and uplifting you in the process, not someone that is actually bringing you down and exhausting you. Okay, I think you're becoming a little bit more discerning in your choices of partners, more discerning in terms of your choice of careers, and of course of what you're having around you, okay, that is going to feed your body, mind, and soul, because what you're looking for is that balance in that. Okay, now let's take a look at this person on this other side and see what wants to come through for them. Let's see what that is. Let's see. Okay, dependability. Wow, this person wants to show their dependability. What they need to prove and what they need to show is that they can depend upon themselves, but they can also be dependent upon by you or in this situation. Okay, note your comments below, but that's exactly what I'm seeing here. There needs to be a sense of dependability, a sense of structure, a sense of some sort of foundation that something can be built upon. You see two people here, they're kind of coming together and they're holding the same wand, right? And this talks to me about that they're coming into partnership, in agreement. So don't be surprised if this other person is now speaking their truth and backing it up a little bit, okay? If they don't back it up that way, you're not coming forward, is how I see it, okay? And it's a smart thing to do because, again, you've got that discerning eye, okay? You're looking at this, right? You're looking at this and saying, okay, it's not going to happen as it was before if you got someone, from the past coming in. It's this Mercury retrograde that's coming in, so be careful about that, or be cognizant of that, really. But this is about that this person is understanding that to be seen as dependable, they have to be dependable with themselves first, and then they have to show it and show and exemplify that in their actions. Okay, that is very, very key, and that's what makes a strong foundation. That can actually bring two people coming together. This happens to be a relationship. If it's a situation, it's being dependable for each other. Okay, having, again, remember we talked about you in terms of your equal footing over here. Okay, continuing with this other person on this other side. Now keep in mind, you might resonate with this side or the other side, or a message from one side or another. Feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit. Okay, so that's going to be very, very key. Okay, what I'm here to do is to springboard your intuition, right, and to activate your very own wisdom that you have within you. Okay, all right. So let's see what else wants to come through on this other side here. All right, let's see what that is. Balance. I'm not surprised, okay, because in some sort of shape or form you are kind of mirroring each other. But this is the interesting thing. It's like you want to come together, but you're far apart, right? You're kind of leaning a different way. The interesting thing is that your polarities, maybe that you happen to be the opposite with this person, or that the person is maybe the opposite of you, but opposites sometimes kind of track, okay? And the interesting thing is you see this dragonfly that's kind of flying through the sky there. This is about something being transformed, okay? And that's exactly how I see it there, which is quite interesting, right? It's quite interesting. I see two people. It's like the polarities. It's like something is, there is a positive on one side and a negative on the other, and they seem to repel each other, but they really truly want to come together, okay? And it's like this repelling is being transformed, and in an interesting way. Okay, so that's what I see here. It's quite interesting, right? So when I see this is also referred to as the dragonfly representing emotional security, okay, adaptability, some sort of self-realization that this person has to gain their footing as well, and they are transforming, okay, themselves and balancing their emotions, because you might be the opposite of them. But what's happening, you're transformed because you really, quite frankly, have some love here. You want to come together. You want agreement. So if it's a situation, you want to come together in agreement. But right now, you're kind of standing away from each other, okay? But the spiritual guide here is that the dragonfly is asking that there is some sort of mental and emotional transformation that is taking place. There is a deeper meaning in life relating to this relationship or situation, okay? And it is about change. It's about transformation that is taking place, okay? So it's really, really good, okay? So, and actually, dragonflies do represent some good luck. They represent prosperity. So in this situation, or in this, it could bring prosperity, could bring good luck, in this situation. So do note that. But I do think there is some sort of, on this side, some sort of emotional and spiritual maturity that is taking place, which is allowing you, in your opposite's way of dealing with things, to come together. Okay, and that's the way I see it. Let's see what else wants to come through. We're going to pull some other cards over here and see what wants to come through. What is it over here? Okay, for you, color is going to be a big thing for you, okay? And I don't say this lightly because you see a lot of color in here. If you see color in your dreams, or color is standing out, you're on your way to work, the clothes that you're choosing, something, make a discerning, so to speak, effort, which it might not even be some sort of effort. It might just kind of stand out to you. That color is standing out. And so when you see a color, ask yourself what that color means to you, okay? What is your definition of that color? Because it has something to tell you. There's messages that have to come through as it relates to color. So during this time, what you're gonna wanna do is to just pay attention to those messages that want to come through as it relates to color, okay? Because there's some sort of messages that want to come through for you that have some sort of meaning that is going to help you in this situation and in this relationship, okay? So be attentive to that, all right? Let's see what else wants to come out for you here, what that is. Past lives. Oh, how interesting. So this is telling me that you are using your third eye and your foundation to which that your life has been built on, those past lives. The red talks about, you know, kind of like that root chakra, that grounding chakra that is the base of all the other chakras that they stack upon all the way up into your crown chakra, right? But your past lives deals with your foundation, right? You are becoming perceptive to your foundation as to how that has played a role in your life up to this point, because it has reflected upon this relationship, this situation, and not just this one, perhaps many times before. And what this is saying is that you're recognizing that, perhaps that in this situation, you have some sort of past life relationship with this other person, or this situation has come up before, and you are being asked to be very perceptive about the messages that want to come through for this. So this is really interesting because you see a lot of the stars around her eyes, around her face, and of course it's highlighting her third eye, right? So this is saying is that there is multiple gems, there's multiple enlightening opportunities that are taking place. Take heed, pay attention, and be perceptive. Take some time aside to meditate, to maybe focus on perhaps what past lives mean to you and as it relates to this other person, because I do believe that you kind of feel that you've known each other, that you feel you've got some sort of common bond, or this situation is coming up again, because there is some familiarity already there. It's kind of like again in some sort of a past life situation. Okay, but that's exactly what I see here, and it is also all about is that remember your dreams is going to be very, very key. Your dreams may also give you some insight as it relates to this situation or this other person. Pay closer attention to your dreams, okay? Because it's going to it's going to talk about and bring up past issues that are causing problems for you now in this lifetime. It could be past issues in past lives that are now causing you problems, okay? And this is saying is that imagine yourself being awakened to each new day with all the joy and love in your heart, and know that that you are being reawakened right now, and so all these little stars and these little whimsical circles are all about as it pertains to your dreams and the messages and insights you're going to get from your dreams. Okay, so pay attention to that as you move forward. Okay, and anything else for you over here that wants to come through? I want to see what else wants to come through here. Wow. This could be as it relates to this dream. Remember that this could be a dream of yours that you want, Aqua. And this is actually coming through. The 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, right? The 10 is about coming to completion, right? This is all about telling me about, wealth, establishment, family. This is emotional fulfillment because the Cups represent emotion. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You might have that in your chart as well. But this is exactly what this could be, someone's dream, okay? And this could be that this person is sparring these dreams in your and you feel like this person was meant for you, or this person is that person that you would want this happy lifetime and emotional fulfillment with, or you're actually getting that now. Okay, so note your comments below, but that's what I see here. Now for this other person on this other side, let's see what that is for them. Let's see what wants to come through. Anything else? Sacred sexuality. Interesting. I don't usually move in the direction of romance unless this read moves in that direction, but this could be that there is something very sacred about your connection, okay? So this could be that whatever it is, I truly believe that it is something incredibly special, a very unique bond, a intense attraction, and also some sort of spiritual element that's involved in that. It's kind of like I said, it's like it's sacred because it's feel that it's kind of, of something. And I don't know if you hear that siren in the background, but it's kind of like this it's almost like it's bringing it to your attention, right? And that's what this talks about, that there is some sort of connection that you have with this person that is coming into play, if this is a person, or you might just feel that you're coming into your own, kind of like your own, and in that particular way. And it's almost as if that, how do I want to say this? It's like that your sexual energy is a motivating force for you to, it's asking you to process. Okay, so for this other person on this side, I think they are understanding that that sexual energy is one thing and a sacred connection is another, and that it looks as if these two things are coming together for this person as it plays out with you, okay, on this other side. That's what I'm thinking, or they're really recognizing those are two separate things for them, okay? And it's about, this is being, it's like through some sort of union that they're experiencing their sense of love, they're experiencing their sense of bliss, but they're experiencing that through you, through the love that they have through you, for you, okay, and through you, and perhaps with you right now, okay. It could be for some of you. There's what I'm saying. So it's just there's spiritual meaning. There's some sort of spiritual connection between two souls that are taking place. And it's very sacred. It's more than just an act, of some sort. It is a beautiful bond, okay? And that's what's coming through. And that's how this person sees. I just want you to know, okay? That's what's coming through. Anything else for this other person that wants to come through? Gratitude. Oh, this is beautiful. Perhaps they're very grateful to have you in their life. I will tell you that this person has got a very strong aura, okay? They might even see you as this, or they're also taking on this energy, being very, very in deep, deep gratitude of you. Male or female, it doesn't matter. This is the energy. So they're grateful for your feminine, power and your feminine aura in their life, their presence of you in their life. Or this particular person has got a very powerful aura, and regardless of whatever the situation is that they are in deep gratitude. They're just thankful to have you in their life. They want to let you know that it is helping them in their life. And it's beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly what I see here. It's just this deep sense of gratitude, and if they might be experiencing challenges in their love life, perhaps in their career life, or in a relationship, but they can overcome this type of challenge with gratitude, okay? That's what the word is for this person on this side, okay? Be grateful for what you have. There's no need for any negative or fear to take, to seat itself within this person. Because that's going to block the universal flow of this gratitude, and that is going to take away from that beautiful gold aura that is around them, okay? So that's exactly what I'm seeing. It's that they need to focus on gratitude and expect a positive outcome, right? And that's what it's saying here. And it's almost as if they're going to get that within the next coming months. I mean, 2 or 3 months is kind of how I see it. So this is interesting. Anything else that wants to come through? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot on you over here and see if there's anything else on your side that wants to come through. Anything that would be important for you to know. And let's see, what is most that you need to know about them? What you need to know about them is that they're working their tail end off, okay? They're working really, really hard. Whatever it is, they're working really, really hard. And maybe they feel that they need to get you to bring this happy home life in of some sort. But just know that they're working very, very hard. What else do you need to know about them most? They've got a spiritual essence about them, that they see you as some sort of teacher, a spiritual leader, or they're getting some sort of spiritual insight of gaining that. You've got a common bond between you both in terms of the Hierophant. Yeah, and this is a major arcana card. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful because what this tells me about that there's some sort of belief and tradition in their life. They feel that they have to work really, really hard. Anything else that wants to come through? Yeah, it could be that they're also got a Queen of Pentacles. They perhaps are really focusing on their pentacle energy, but I really feel what you need to know about them is that they're very careful about their money. They're being very careful about where they place their money, and they're just working really hard on their finances really at this time. Okay, and you're gonna recognize them. They're being recognized for their hard work. Just to let you know, they're being recognized. What is the best way forward for you here? What's the best way forward for you here? What is that? Wow, your best way forward. How interesting. 2 cards popped out. Okay, interesting. This is interesting because we have you, Aquarius, walking away into calmer waters. When you walk away from calmer waters, it's because you want balance in the situation. Okay, you might be doing the Gemini Libra, well, you might be doing the Libra balancing of scales here. You might be focused on, you're walking away because you're trying to balance your finances and your situation, and you're ready for this new beginning. Okay, so your best way forward is to move forward to calmer waters, focus on the situation and the relationship being more balanced so it can have a new beginning, because that's the only way. Something's got to change in this relationship. Okay, more on the 6 of Swords, which would be, moving to calmer waters. More on the 6 of Swords, moving to calmer waters. What needs to be said about that? Okay, Page of Swords, new beginning. Okay, new beginning. You got the Page of Cups and also the Page of Swords. This is just telling you new beginning, all new beginning for emotional fulfillment. And new beginning as it relates to the situation, a beginning, no more strife, right? Anything else that wants to come through for the best way to move forward in this? They're choosing to take your fear and to change that and transform that into fuel to move you forward. Okay, any sort of fear that you have in this relationship or this situation, this is saying to stand in your own power. Okay, really to focus on standing in your own power and to continue to move forward, right? And it says that that you need to be the bridge and expand your consciousness. Okay, be the bridge between your spiritual realm and then also the physical realm. So being the bridge to bridge this gap. Okay, so in terms of moving forward in this situation, is to move this to calmer waters, take any fear and transform that into fuel to move forward, be the bridge and focus on your kind of connection with source, and bring that down into the universe and be that bridge of the consciousness and the unconsciousness almost a little bit. Anything else that it wants to let you know? What? It's time for a quantum leap. You want a makeover of this whole situation. Something's got to change, okay? And if the other person's not going to change, then it's about you making a change in a makeover, and that's what's coming into play. So this is a 7 card, and it's interesting because within this deck, when I see the sevens are really talking about, some sort of major transformation here, major transformation. Okay, a quantum leap. Sevens are spiritual. Sevens is about, having that faith that things are going to change, that whatever makeover that you put into play, it's going to help. This is about really this is about going about your you kind of continue to go with your business, but you're a little bit unsettled. Okay, this is about packing your bags and making room on your schedule, saying goodbye to unhealthy relationships, and in tuning yourself into synchronistic messages that you're receiving from the universal source and moving forward. Okay, because the situation might be divine timing of some sort, but it's time for a quantum leap. What about this other person? What about this other person on this other side? What is it that the best way for them to move forward? I want to see what that is for you. Dream redirection. This is that they need to really redirect their dream, redirect their manifestation on what they want this to be. Okay, this is a dream redirect. Okay, And what this tells me is that this is about that they need to, this situation needs to go in a different direction in some way. And what I see here is this being a 30 card. This is about this is about whatever situation they had at the beginning with you, or whatever the situation was at the beginning, it's being changed. The script is being rewritten, okay? And so they need to have some sort of dream redirection. It's their dream. They need to rewrite their own movie based upon what they found out, in terms of their situation. They're gaining a lot more awareness, okay? It's time for a redirection because their life isn't going the way they want to. They're taking a serious look at having to change their life, okay? Very interesting. And it's almost like you're going through a complete makeover, and them, they're going through a dream redirection, right? And this is about that it's up to for them to identify what is unfinished and how to close the loop in the most joyous and fulfilling way possible, right? And it's like they want to... they are able to change the scene in their own movie, and it's time for them to do that, okay? What else is it comes up? It's a 3. It's about using their creativity to do that. What else? You're invited. They're asked to suit up, show up, and open up, okay? So what they need to do is that if they've been holding back a little bit, what they need to do is to suit up, show up, and open up, okay? Because until they open up, you have nothing. You have nothing to work with, right? So this is a 9 card coming to fruition. This is really good, guys, coming to fruition. So something's going to change, and they're being invited to do this. So they might be coming to you in that way. They might suit up, show up, and open up to you until you lay it out on the line where they're at, okay? So I'm just saying. Let's see any final words that want to come through for either of you here. Let's see what that is. What I want to pull. Let's pull a soul's journey. For you, what's important for you? Don't compare yourself to someone else or any other. You're both on different paths, okay? But this is about coming together, even though things are left unseen here. What about this other person? What it wants to come through for them? Observe. They're really observing things in their life and wanting to make a change in that. Okay, guys, I hope this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you in the next half of November. And until then, namaste.